Okay, here I am. It is Monday, April the 21st. It is 7:15 a.m. in the morning, Southern California. I am in the kitchen sharing with you guys some canned bumblebee white chicken. I think this is the first time I ever purchased bumblebee white chicken in a can. Anyway, what are we eating today? I think I might have burgers. If it ain't chicken, it might be burgers. But the barbecue the other day was delicious. Wow, it was really good. Um, Everything was seasoned deliciously. I did a great job prepping and preparing that meal. But anyway, what's going on? Y'all heard the Pope died on, they say Easter, but I don't know. Folks saying all kind of stuff. I'm just reporting what I hear in these social media streets. Some people saying he might have passed way before Easter, and they just saying that that why is this on here? Is this live or what? They saying that he might have been passed away way before Easter, but they want to say it's Easter so the people can think it's special. Okay, but anyway, what else is new? Let me just say what I did. I watched the Wolfman on Peacock, the new Wolfman. It was not what I expected. That was not a great movie. All the little so called action happened at the very end of the movie. It's just like a guy that was scared of his daddy, and his daddy. Well, anyway, y'all might not have watched it. So let me not spoil it for you guys if you haven't watched the Wolfman. That's now, well, free in a way you don't have to buy it while you're streaming. It's on Peacock. The Wolfman. And what else is out? I watched that, and I watched. Dang, I can't think. They had Long Legs. You probably heard about that long time ago on Hulu. Hulu. I don't know if it's still on there. I think Handmaid's Tale is got another season. I think I stopped watching Handmaidens in season 2. I don't know how many seasons it is now because by this time you would think the handmaiden lady would have escaped and got back wherever she was trying to go. I don't know because I don't know what's going on in Handmaid. I know the last time I watched the Handmaiden Tale, she had escaped, I believe, something like that, because the men was raping. Well, they didn't call it raping, but the women was being forced to have sex with other wives' husbands because I guess their wives couldn't have children. I think that's what was going on. So they impregnated their maiden, the maid or whatever they want to call it, so she could have the baby. Because I think the wives couldn't have children or something. But anyway, the men was that's what was going on when I was watching it. I don't know what going on what the storyline is now. But yeah. Oh, and then I was watching the oh, thanks very much. Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining me this morning in Southern California. It is 7:19 a.m. in the morning. Where you are is probably much later. Could be the afternoon, could be night. Who knows? But welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for any great advice, tips, spirit boosting, comments, info, all that good stuff. Okay. But what I want to say is, I was watching this channel on YouTube. This lady was talking about the Social Security office is about to start charging people $10,000, even if it's a mistake. If something occurred that it looked like you owe the Social Security money, they talking about they gonna charge $10,000 of penalties, I believe, calling it penalties for if something was mistaken, even if it's a mistake, and I guess penalizing you. Oh my goodness. And then also, if you do owe money to the SSI, Social Security office, they ain't gonna pay you your money. They not gonna give you a check until you are done paying them back. Then they got this new penalization thing on the Social Security. If they made a mistake in giving you money or something, they say even if it's an accident, they gonna penalize you up to $10,000. I'm just reporting what I have ashtray read. But if you want to know more about what these changes are, you're gonna have to definitely go over there and do your research, because things have definitely changed. If you got an account online, it's totally different now to get into your Social Security account. You have to either go through the ID.com or .gov, one of the ways. Yeah, lots of changes. Then I heard also on another video I was watching, did y'all know they saying that the man of the hour can't lead the country because of the felonies, and that's why the special one has to go everywhere and meet heads of these other countries, because oh boy has felonies, so he can't go to other countries with a felony. Wow, that's why old boy ain't been leaving the country, because he a felon. I didn't know nothing about that, and so that's why the JD man has to go everywhere, because that's what I seen in somebody's video. I am not sure. I don't know. Y'all got to do y'all research unless y'all know this is a fact yourself. I didn't know that was going on. But yeah, lots of stuff going on that it's good to have the social media, because things you don't know about, you're going to find out. If you got social media, they're going to let you know what's going on in this world. Yep. So now folks is saying, I read an article about that man that they say they trying to get back to America from that Venezuela. They say he not in the jail, in that Venezuela jail, but some kind of way they got proof or facts that this person is one of them gang members. Now, I don't know. I'm just reporting what I'm seeing in these videos and hearing on this social media. I don't have a clue. I don't research that stuff. I just see what other folks are saying about this guy. They saying that they got the proof he is a gang member. But anyway, I don't think that he allowed to come back. I don't know. It's all kind of stuff going on. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, I just been steady doing what I do on a regular basis and staying in my comfort zone, and that is doing my hobbies, my interests, and my projects. You know, I got a garden channel. You know, I got a crafting channel. You know, I got this grocery channel. So, hey, I'm just coming in here on my grocery channel and reporting to y'all what I've seen on the social media. And it's a lot going on. Folks is getting on everybody's nerves, disagreements. I seen Al Sharpton, right? I look like Al Sharpton was telling folks off, allegedly. I gotta say alleged because I don't know. It seemed like allegedly Al Sharpton was kind of ticked at folks trying to say that I believe that he is trying to lead everything about these not shopping at certain stores. And I heard Target was supposed to want to meet with him, and I've heard I think Ravenel allegedly was in a meeting with that Jamal, whatever that preacher name is that has the people boycotting Target or whatever other stores going on, and they trying to say that Al Sharpton ain't got nothing to do with that. And Al Sharpton, I think, on his National Action Network station, was telling folks that he don't have nothing to do with that, and he was meeting with Pepsi, right? And all of a sudden, some kind of way, the Jamal man, whatever that preacher name, I'm not sure, because I don't keep up with all this stuff, y'all. I just go through these videos and whatever on social media, whatever's on the news, and I get a little detail, and I come back and tell y'all a little something, something. And if y'all know what's going on, then y'all do y'all research and go get the hunk of the information so you can figure it out yourself. But anyway, I believe Al Sharpton, wise and intelligent as he is, and some people don't like him because maybe Al Sharpton is not perfect. Like, no human is perfect. People get mad at him because he might have said or did something they didn't agree with, so they want to cancel him and stuff. But Al Sharpton, he cool to me. But I heard things he's done and said, but hell, a bunch of y'all done and said things that you ashamed of and you might never ever share what you done. And you, like they say, if you without sin cast the first stone. So I got my own issues, and I ain't proud of when I sin and all that stuff. It's nothing to be proud of. So I don't want to judge and criticize nobody. I talk about stuff I see, and I might say, "Wow, that's interesting," or "Wow, why they do that," or "How come that's happening?" That, like, hey, that ain't none of my business. But as just a person, I see it and I just got curious, so I just asked questions. But I ain't got no business judging and criticizing folks and stuff like that. I see and hear stuff just like anybody else see and hear stuff. And we ain't got no business judging, criticizing people, because we all sinning and doing stuff that we mighty ashamed of. I did something I'm mighty ashamed of, and I regret doing it. Like when you get mad, you get upset, and shoot, you ain't disciplined enough. You lose control, and you do stuff you ain't got no business doing or saying or thinking. And then if you are saved, I think that's, I gotta say, I know that's what saved me from lashing out completely. It's because of being saved, and that tempers all that irrational behavior and shameful stuff that shouldn't be said, done, or seen, with all that kind of stuff. If you say you're gonna be alerted. Oh, halt that, stop that, quit that. Cause even if a lot get out, if something gonna come to you and gonna say, you know you ain't got no business doing that, right? Or saying that or thinking that. You need to control yourself. Hold up. So it's like that. So I'm glad to know the Lord and have faith, and yes, it works, and yes, it's real, because ain't no way we exist and got all these things about us just from being. Heck no. You got people think it's science. Oh no. No man created brains, hearts, kidneys, livers, eyes, hearing, seeing, thinking. That come from something so mighty and powerful. And did you hear tell people used to live 6, 7, 8, 900 years old? Yes. Things were so much better than all this corruption and evil and sin and hate and all this stuff corrupt us. Now, I ain't trying to preach. Let me get out of that category. But all I know is some of us still got good spirits. Yes. Yep. Yep. Folks, do what you got to do. Because there was a protest on Saturday. And they say, what they got it? Got it 50, 51 is supposed to be 50 protests, 50 states, one mission. Because at first I was like, what the heck is 50, 50 and a one? So I seen a video and then they shared what the heck that was. It's 50, they're going to do 50 protests in 50 states, and they all got the same mission. Shoot, they should have been doing that for a whole bunch of times, for a whole lot of reasons before these reasons. But folks don't want to do nothing unless it affects them, so that's what they doing. Have at it. But changes are done and happening, and wow, it could be, it could be, it could be. But I ain't fearing, I ain't disturbed, I ain't bothered. I don't know. It's just a calmness. I don't know. I just got to say I don't know because I don't want to put ideas in people's heads, but I just say I don't know. But anyway, it's a lot going, these changes and stuff. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Well, I just on here for a second. I just found my charger cord. I was tearing to the house looking for this. This is a doggone shame. I know I have two of these. I don't know where my other one is because I was looking for it. But I got to go charge this phone, y'all, because I'm about to die. I just came on here for a second. And I should have been trying to charge this phone. But like I said, I had to find it. Find my charger. I'm glad I did because, shoot. Y'all, thank you for joining me on this live. You guys have a good day. Enjoy yourselves. Take care of yourself. Be prepared. Stay alert. Stay informed. Check out what's going on with that Social Security thing. And what I've seen a video talking about $10,000 penalties for accidents and for something that was done on the dang, look at me trying to say the person that's, oh, y'all forgive me. Sometime it be like this. The person that's on SSI, they could have made a mistake on purpose, or if it's not on purpose, they saying up to $10,000 penalties. They gonna start penalizing folks up to $10,000, and they already saying if you owe the SSI any money, you're gonna have to you're not gonna get your check if that ain't bad enough. And then on top of that, they saying if you want any information about Social Security, you got to go to X. Are they kidding me? I just had to let y'all know this before because I forgot to mention it. But they saying if you want to report, you want to know what's going on at the Social Security office. I heard, I don't know if it's a rumor or true, but or not. But if you need to know anything about Social Security, they say you need to go to X, and that's formerly known as Twitter. But anyway, guys, I hope y'all have a great day. What I say? We having maybe burgers or chicken. I want some French fries. I don't know. We'll see. But y'all have a good day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Let me go charge my phone. Bye.